Since tribal times, humans have gathered in circles to discuss, discover, and make meaning. Terms like a powwow, yarning circle, palaver, and moot court are etched into our cultural identities, representing communal decision-making and collective wisdom. In modern design studios and educational settings, we've drifted from this ancient tool. Students have become disengaged, and as educators, we've become reliant on linear toolkits and screens for learning. I propose a new way, not a unit refresh, but an ontological shift in higher education, moving beyond teaching students what to know and focusing on who they are becoming in an increasingly complex world. My evaluation of the human-centered design unit revealed a schism. While it correctly positions human experience at the center, our first 30% assessment and problem mapping fails to measure the student's ability to characterize their own personal experience. We were asking for desktop research but ignoring the human heart of the discipline. The current unit is safe. It initiates students into industry toolkits but doesn't prepare them for wicked problems and deep self-reflective practice. In a world where incompatible solutions exist, the way students problem solve and process information is key. HCD2 closes this gap by introducing adjusted learning outcomes to formally assess the development of a student's personal discovery from week one. We are returning to the circle. By centering deep group empathy, a shared perspective emerges. A relationship forms via group wisdom rather than a top-down hierarchy. Human-centered design is the perfect vehicle for this change. Our classroom becomes a studio-based model grounded in a high-risk pedagogy. We inhabit recursive loops of see, do, think, and feel. To support neurodiverse learners and provide psychological safety for all, we use group prompt methods and scripted critique structures, like De Bono's 6 thinking hats, allowing students to separate raw emotional reactions from objective analysis and making the studio a safe space for the ontological destabilization required to grow. In HCD2, traditional reports are replaced with an A4 discovery journal. This isn't just a sketchbook, it's the primary source of truth, a record of individual human wisdom as a shared and lived experience. It documents 12 weeks of field research, first-hand observations, and personal growth within class. But we're not shunning technology. We have an AI-based language model in the room. Let's call it the Oracle. We interrogate it mindfully as a group for secondary research and pattern recognition. We teach students that while the AI navigates creative synthetics, their journal is the real source of truth. This selective use of technology ensures we are building human wisdom, not just generating digital products. To foster autonomous learning, I'm proposing a 60-40 assessment model. 60% of the grade is now derived from weekly discovery journals and active class engagement. This is assessment as learning. Each week, students earn points for attendance and, crucially, for documenting their findings and participation in weekly discussion circles. This reduces the stress of assessment bunching and rewards the process of discovery, failure, and iteration, rather than just the final products. The remaining 40% is the final creative expression and rationale. This final task is a professional studio pitch worth 40%. Students must produce a tangible design solution, an activation, an exhibition, or a service based on the user data in their journals. To ensure inclusivity in UDL through flexible formats, students can submit a video, a podcast, or even an artistic expression with a written rationale. We are embedding a safe, aligned, risky framework into this final task. Students choose their level of challenge from applying standard tools to a radical reworking of their project that demonstrates their own ontological shifts. I tell students the design brief is your compass for navigation, but your human-centered data is the sword you must use to kill your darlings. We are teaching them to detach from personal aesthetics and assumptions to meet overarching human needs. Together, we are building professional resilience for unknown futures. Human-centered design isn't just about making better designers, it's about making designers better humans. By returning to the circle and valuing journaling, we are creating a curriculum that is relevant, authentic, and profoundly transformative.